Every fall, gardeners everywhere make the same mistake. They start digging, they pull up every plant, turn the soil, rake it clean, and proudly stand back to admire a neat, empty plot. But beneath that tidy surface something tragic happens. The living world within your soil, the microbes, fungi, and earthworms that have worked tirelessly all season, suddenly loses its home. The soil dries, compacts, and dies a little more with every well-intentioned shovel turn. This fall, there's a smarter way to prepare your garden, one that requires less effort, protects your soil, and guarantees a richer, healthier start come spring. Welcome to Crop Corner, where we dive deep into the real science of soil health. And today, we're revealing why not digging your garden this fall might be the most powerful gardening secret you'll ever learn. That fresh, dark, fluffy soil might look healthy, but when you turn the ground, you disrupt an intricate underground city of life. Earthworms, beneficial fungi, and bacteria live in layers, each performing a unique role that keeps your soil balanced and productive. When you dig, you tear through their homes, expose them to frost, and break down the very structure that supports healthy roots. By spring, this disturbed soil becomes compacted, lifeless, and harder to work with. You'll notice water pooling on the surface instead of soaking in, and your plants may struggle to establish deep, strong roots. Healthy soil isn't supposed to look bare or uniform. It should look alive, covered, and even a little messy. That mess is nature's insulation and pantry for the season ahead. Instead of digging, cover your soil. Think of it as tucking your garden into bed for the winter. A thick layer of organic material protects the ground from frost, erosion, and nutrient loss, all while slowly decomposing into rich humus that feeds your soil life. Use what you already have: shredded leaves, straw, hay, chopped corn stalks, or even dry grass clippings. Spread a 5 to 10 centimeter layer evenly over your garden beds after your final harvest. The goal isn't perfection. The even coarse materials work beautifully. Over winter, this layer traps moisture, regulates temperature, and becomes a buffet for microorganisms that will reward you in spring with soft, nutrient-packed earth ready for planting. Some gardeners worry that mulch invites rodents or insects. The truth, those tiny burrowers actually help by aerating the soil naturally. When spring comes, simply rake the top layer lightly and plant. No digging required. One of the most common gardening myths is that digging helps kill off pests by exposing them to the cold. Unfortunately, that's wishful thinking. Pests like beetle larvae are survivors. They burrow deeper when threatened and wait out the frost. But beneficial organisms, like earthworms and nematodes, aren't as lucky. They need stable, insulated conditions to thrive. By leaving your soil covered and undisturbed, you actually build a stronger defense system. A thriving soil ecosystem naturally suppresses harmful pests and diseases by maintaining balance, something no chemical or shovel can replicate. Another powerful trick to replace fall digging is sowing green manures, also known as cover crops. These are plants grown not for harvest, but to nourish the soil. Oats, mustard, and clover are excellent choices. They capture leftover nutrients, prevent erosion, and break up compacted soil with their roots. Here's how to do it. After your summer crops finish, lightly scatter oat or mustard seeds across your beds. Rake them in gently and water well. As temperatures drop, they'll continue growing, adding a flush of green to your autumn garden. When winter hits, oats will naturally freeze, collapse, and begin decomposing. By spring, they'll have transformed into nutrient-rich organic matter teeming with earthworms and beneficial bacteria. No digging, no turning, nature takes care of the rest. Soil life thrives on food, and fall is the perfect time to boost those beneficial microbes before the freeze. If you use compost teas or microbial inoculants, apply them now to your mulched or green manured beds. Here's a precise formula that works wonders. Mix 100 milliliters of microbial solution with 10 liters of non-chlorinated water and use it to soak the soil thoroughly. This activates the breakdown of organic matter, speeds up humus formation, and helps beneficial organisms multiply even during the cooler months. If you don't have a commercial microbial mix, compost activators or fermented plant extracts are great natural alternatives. The key is to give your soil life a head start while there's still warmth left in the ground. By spring, your beds will already be biologically active, a living ecosystem ready for planting. A fall garden doesn't have to be dull or bare. Leave resilient plants like kale and cabbage in place. Their sturdy leaves and rich colors, deep green, violet, and silvery gray, keep your plot looking vibrant through early frosts. Even more importantly, their roots continue releasing sugars that feed soil microbes long after harvest. When the plants finally wilt, they naturally become part of your mulch layer, returning nutrients to the earth. This living cover not only looks beautiful, but keeps your soil ecosystem thriving all winter long. Before tossing your frost-bitten summer flowers, think again. Those marigolds, petunias, and coleus plants are gold for your garden. Chop them up and add them to your mulch layer. Their nitrogen-rich stems combine perfectly with carbon-heavy materials like straw and leaves, creating the ideal balance for decomposition. Your garden becomes its own composting system, a cycle of life that keeps nutrients circulating year-round. Nothing goes to waste, and every leaf you return to the soil feeds the next season's growth. Modern soil science is clear. The less we disturb the ground, the healthier it becomes. Digging used to be a symbol of good gardening, but today we know better. Soil is not dirt. It's a living, breathing system that flourishes when we protect it. By covering your soil instead of exposing it, you build fertility, conserve moisture, and save yourself countless hours of spring labor. When you return to your beds after winter, you'll find soft, crumbly earth ready for planting. No backbreaking digging required. This fall, resist the old habits. Don't dig. Don't strip your garden bare. Instead, mulch deeply, sow cover crops, feed your microbes, and let nature do the heavy lifting. It's the easiest, most effective way to grow healthier crops with less effort. And it's the secret smart gardeners have been keeping for years. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Crop Corner, hit that like button and share this with your gardening friends. Together let's grow smarter, not harder, one living garden at a time.